And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Minecraft. Alright, well I can confirm, after building this dimensional transceiver, that this max I/O is accurate. 204,000 RF per tick is all she can have. So, yeah, that's not a lot. Not a lot at all. So, sad face. I was hoping that we would get like infinite levels of power transfer because we have a huge battery right here, and you know, it's sad. It's a sad battery. So I'm gonna make you transfer to there. Now you are good. Again, for some reason, this is 6.4 million, and I could add this one, but it would half the amount. It would go down to 3.2 million, and so 6.4 million is all it's transferring out of this quantum entangleporter, which is very strange, considering I'm pumping 22 million into it. So weirdness on that front. That's got to be a bug of some kind somewhere on some level. Oh, the number of heads out here is climbing rapidly. They actually follow you around, which is really kind of creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah. So the first big part. Oh, look at that! The crafting job is done. I actually need, if I look at induction here, I actually need 200 more of these. Exactly. And I don't have any of this stuff crafted yet. So this is going to take a long while to finish. Like all of this alloy, like just tons and tons of stuff. So let's start her up. At least get her going, you know. And, you know, it's got to smelt up 66,000 steel and all sorts of shenanigans going on in here. So many things. Used a lot of that lithium that we had built up. So I'm sure my lithium down in the basement is going strong again. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's going again. It had stopped, but now it's going. Okay. The other thing we're going to want to do is look at some more Ender IO goodies. Okay. So, the whole experience situation, I want to build the experience obelisk from Ender IO. This thing is just awesome, and I wanted to make sure I covered it here. We don't really need many of these, but let's get them sorted out here and use the right crafting terminal so I can actually craft it without crafting ghost copies of it. What are we missing here? We need energetic alloy. Let's craft up a stack of that. We should have enough everything else. And this should be crafting like 4 at a time, so it should bump 4 in there right away once they get done. Come on. I know you want to. Come on. What's going on here? Where are these going? Energetic alloy. Craft. Well, let's look at our crafting. Yeah, what is going on here? Ah, gold. Haha. Yep. It's smelting gold right now. So as you can see, no gold. It is smelting like 300,000 of it. So one thing we could do is grab some gold dust and go over here to the redstone furnaces, which are also being used. Okay. New plan, new plan. Where do we want to go from here? Smelting? Yeah, we can smelt this up. Yeah. Now, is this actually going for our gold? Yeah, see, it's not actually... Because it's actively crafting gold, it's pulling that gold in when it's being finished. And it's thinking that it crafted the gold, not me. So that's unfortunate. So these smelters are going...
I might have gold in my system. Or if you just need a few bars.
Well, I need it to craft up some...
Because I make golden carrots, so I know I put some gold in there.
Yeah, you've got 2.
You can take them.
With some nuggets.
Take those too.
Okay, and that's 19 gold. That works. Now I need glowstone. And redstone. This will just kind of get me started a little bit. Hopefully, anyway.
Better than nothing.
Yeah. At least keep the episode rolling here. All right. So, back to it. Experience obelisk. There's the experience rod. I need an iron gear. And of course, if we look, iron is gone. So in general, is it smelting more iron? I don't think it has to. Gold it had to smelt a metric ton of. But I'm not seeing it smelting any iron. Which is good. Which means I can actually kick off a craft of iron. Yes, there we go. So, here we go again. Infinity dust. Let's just get some of that here. Oh, yeah, I just realized. Oh my goodness, this one craft has just saturated my entire system. The steel is taking up the redstone furnaces. The gold is taking up pretty much everything. So yeah, I can't actually... Where's this? Redstone.
Poor Buggy, his system is clogged.
It is. Can I just smelt the redstone? Please. Yes. Okay, good.
You could have used my furnace.
I just grabbed the first thing that was close. Now, get that iron gear. Fluid tank. Good to go there. Gotta stop using that terminal. There's the experience obelisk. Oh, boy, what a harrowing experience that was. Alright, so I would like... I'm going to put this like right here. So it's got 0 levels. What's cool about this is you can actually take like 1 or 10 at a time, and it will literally give you 20 and then 30, rather than give you like absolutes. So you can just click this 30 times or 3 times and get 30 levels out of it, rather than having to do the math on how much you actually need. So it's really easy. And this thing can also output into tanks, which is nice. The trick is trying to get XP into there. Let's see if solidified experience. Let me hit U on this. Magma Crucible. See, that's Essence of Knowledge, not Liquid XP. Let's see. Pick up the XP orbs. Yeah, this thing. This is just like a prayer that I want to try this. So let's. I'm gonna grab an impulse item duct. Servo. Let's see. On the finite 1% chance that this actually works. Okay. Indeed, it does not work. Darn. Okay. That was a random shot. I didn't expect that to work, but okay, stop using the wrong. I have 3 different wrenches in my inventory. Okay. That's unfortunate. So I don't know how we're gonna. I mean, there is a way to transmit that, but you need like a mechanical user and a little bit of game lag, and it's just a kind of a nightmare. So I will worry about that off camera. We're gonna move on to bigger and better things. The other thing the Ender Eye gives us is the vacuum chest, which is pretty sweet. So we're gonna take a look at that, if we can anyway. Hoping we can. This thing is just awesome. So, yoink, yoink. So you can set the range. Show range. Look at that. You can actually visualize the range. That's a new feature. And you can even put a filter in it. So it looks like the range is a 6 radius is the max. And you can actually put an item filter in it, which is really, really nice. And it's good to go. It's just a vacuum filter. The other thing we can have is an XP vacuum. And lo and behold, it takes another one of these experience rods and crystal. I think it's a pulsating crystal. Yes. So the experience vacuum. Let's see. Let's do a test on whether or not the solidified experience counts. Oh, the vacuum chest is picking. Okay, pick you up. Okay. So, this thing is not... This thing is not picking up the solidified experience. It will pick up regular experience. You know, the stuff that mobs drop in it and such. It will pick that up. And that doesn't seem to have an interface at all. Like, not at all. So that's a way to grab experience, if you so wish. And let's just cover as many of these as we can here. Travel Anchor. Again, this is a really nice way of traveling early game. So we're going to autocraft that. Let's put those into the assemblers. Travel Anchor. Let's do 3 of them. So I want one like... do one like back here. I want to come up here. I'm going to put one over here. I'm gonna put one like over here. So you can right click on it. This is like sub basement. I don't know all of these things. Visibility. Good to go there. And then we're gonna go up, and this is gonna be just basement. Okay, we're gonna go up again. We're gonna do this. This is surface. So if you're standing on one of these, you can look, and of course, I didn't set those right. So I'm gonna go down to here. This one, there we go, there and there. And there we go. Basement to surface. So I could, I need to space these out a little bit more because of the text. Get to get a wrench. Put this way back here. Surface, save that. So now, okay, so sub basement, I'm gonna put, instead of right here, we're gonna go way over here with it. And this is still sub basement, so now, yeah, there they are. So surface and basement. So if I'm standing on this thing, I could just directly go to the surface. Just like that. And it's super fast. So, yeah, good times. The other way you can use this, if you have a lot of those in the base, you don't have to stand on it. There is such a thing as the staff of traveling. And this little beauty, we need an ender crystal. And I'm guessing that is that, yeah, that's that soul vial. Let me grab these. Kick on the spawner. You. Is that all of them? Yes. Alright. Turn the spawner off, turn the grinder on. Oh, it's just... Hey. Where'd you guys go? I'm gonna need a another obelisk in order to prevent them from warping out of there. I'm not sure where they went. Oh, they're all up here. We have a little Enderman infestation in our main base. We got one down here. Come here, dude. Okay. So I got some soul vials now. So let's craft up the ender crystal, which is the soul vial plus a vibrant crystal. So let's queue up one of these. Vibrant crystal plus a soul vial in the soul binder. Equals ender crystal. And we can put the rest of these soul vials in here. They don't stack, unfortunately, for some reason. And then this should give us the soul binder. There it is. Now, I can craft that. So, it is empowered. You can increase it. So we need an ender crystal. Missing a soul vial. What? Yeah, this is annoying. Ender crystal. You have tons of soul vials in there. Why do you hate me, game? Why do you hate me? So I need RYS. Vibrant crystal. These used to be automatable, but now not so much. So the way to get this upgraded with travel is with an anvil, and you can use the dark steel anvil, which is a little tougher than a regular anvil. Okay, ender crystal, please. So, oh, anvil is sitting right in front of me. So, staff and ender crystal is now travel. What this does, let me pull this out here. Staff of traveling, we can just like teleport around. So, surface. Or over here, sub-basement. Basement. Surface. So we can zip around all we want. That's about all that does. Thing to do is take it, get that, and now you can just take it and just like, oh, you should be able to anyway. Huh. I have it untraveled. Hold shift and right click to teleport. Oh, shift. There we go. Zip around quick. So how many blocks do you think that moves? Oh, I don't know. It's got to be at least 30 blocks. And then, of course, you can upgrade it with capacitors in order to increase the amount of power that it stores. We already have an obscene amount of power in our inventory, so I'm not too worried about that. And then the armor can be the same thing. So the dark helm, all of the dark armor can be upgraded to, you know, massive amount of power storage, like 1 million each. And you can upgrade it with different materials. So potion of swiftness on the leggings gets you speed 3, but you've already had to put speed 1 and 2 on it. So, you know, it's just an upgrade system. It's actually not too bad. But the last items for Ender IO that you really should want is the energy conduit. So we're going to have the Ender energy conduit. We've already got the item conduit. We've already got the fluid conduit, and then the redstone conduit is the last main type of conduit. Now, what is special about Ender IO conduit? Well, let me tell you. Let me craft some up here. I've already got some item conduit. Let's craft up some energy conduit. So 64 of these. There's item. There's fluid, energy, redstone. Whoa. Nice. Yeah, we don't have any gold, which is why this is not working the way I want it to. That craft is obsessively painful. I mean, it is just going crazy with the gold over here. I'm glad I added all those smelters, because that would have been a very long craft. Yeah, it's got 32,000 left before it's able to do other things. Okay, conduit-wise, this is what makes Ender IO so great. Let's say you have a machine, and I don't really have a lot of machines, but anyway, let's try this anyway. So you have a machine on one side and a machine on the other, and they need power, so you have power. Well, what if they have fluid as well? You can move fluid. And then maybe there are items that you want to move back and forth. course, I misclick. So all 3 of those types. And if I had the redstone stuff done, I'd be able to put that in there. All of the conduit types for this mod can fit into 1 block space, which is glorious. I think that's glorious. And let's demonstrate how the channels and stuff work, although it's pretty self-explanatory. Okay, so we have multiple conduits hooked up to these chests. We're going to have this one be extract, and we're going to have this on the blue channel. And let's see. Chest here. Maybe one more here. So, as you can see, the little arrow turns blue, which is awesome. So that's going to be always active. This one is going to be extract on, let's say, pink. Always active. And we're going to, over here, we're going to insert on pink. Priority doesn't matter. You can even put filters in it.
Pink is priority.
Yeah, and the other one is going to be blue. So we're going to insert on blue. Okay, so we have extract blue here, insert blue there. Extract pink there, insert pink there. Anything I put into this chest will get zipped over to here. Anything I put into this chest will get zipped over to here. To demonstrate, we're going to put bricks in blue, and we're going to put experience in pink. And they're all empty already. So, pink should be experience, blue should be bricks. Look at that. Works out great. The fluid works much the same way. And if you have multiple things hooked up, you get multiple tabs over here. So let me grab a machine of some kind here. Let's see. What machines do we have that would make sense? Let's try the good old fluid transposer. I have those on Autocraft, which is nice. Okay, fluid transposer, which is basically items, fluid, and power. Okay, looking at this, you can see we have items, we have what looks like fluid, and then power on the bottom. So this thing, in 1 block space, like so, this thing can push in fluids, it can pull out fluids, it can push in items, it can pull out items, and it can get power. All in a single block space. That's why this mod is so awesome. And had I had this from the get-go, we would have, some of this nonsense like this in here, kind of sorted out. The ME stuff, that's hard to avoid. But yeah, it's really, really nice for automation and moving things. And over here, it would have been really nice. I would have been able to pull out here redstone and silicon and come over here and push all those in, pull out there, push in there. I would have been able to do that without having all of these weird cross-talky sort of impulse item ducts, which, I might even transfer those over. But the world is getting short-lived here. If you want to try the Staff of Traveling, there's one there.
Yay!
And just look at one of those anchors, those travel anchors, and just like right-click. It might be It might be right-click.
There we go. Whee!
Yeah, you can zip around pretty good.
Oh, I don't think my
computer not like that.
Oh, it took a while to recover from it. try it
And
again.
if you shift,
Crash myself.
I think if you shift right click, it'll just teleport you because I put the extra crystal on there. Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, there you go. Oh look, we have a friend up here. We have 2 friends. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we have a little infestation. So one way we can get rid of that is with yet another obelisk, and this is a prevents teleporting inhibitor obelisk, which uses yet another one of those ender crystals, which I'm gonna need to borrow a soul vial and vibrant crystal. Of course.
Is Ender.io the reason we have this many around here? Like,
Well, I tried to sort them out, but they all teleported out of the spawning room, which is something they haven't done before. So they might have been a little tweaked. So the inhibitor.
I thought you had one of those environmental things on this spawning room.
No, not on this one. There's one on the community server that I have.
Oh.
Can I get a machine chassis in good amount of time here? Yes. So here's the inhibitor.
Ooh,
And
I like the way that looks.
And it needs a capacitor, of course. I happen to have an octadic capacitor. No power. Well, we can take care of that too. And let's, yeah, and yeah.
Ooh. Dun, 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 dun.
So show range. Ooh, it actually has a giant range. Yeah, it has a huge range.
Oh, I can't even see the end of it.
Yeah, it's giant. That's a huge range for this thing. So now if I turn the grinder on and the spawner on. Yep. Oh.
Yay.
Whew. So yeah, this thing is now pretty much 180 RF per tick, just constant. If I look at this, oh, maybe not. Inhibitor obelisk 0 RF per tick. Maybe it only does it when it's actively preventing teleportation. That could be it. Yeah, range is 80. That's 80 blocks in all directions. That's glorious.
It is.
But does it work on us too? Nope. I can.
That's kind of nice. Because the environmental one was any teleportation whatsoever.
Yep. So this little guy here will prevent your Enderman from zipping out of there, which is nice. All right, well, after a couple episodes, we got ample time for people to give feedback, ask about something or the other. But I do encourage you to jump into Ender.io, tweak around with it, play around with it, especially the conduits. Get really familiar with how these things work. And oops, I just teleported. Let's not have that in my hand when I try to right click something. Yeah, get really familiar with this. I mean, it's really straightforward. It really is. You got filters, you've got channels. It's really, really nice. And that is such a good reason to use Ender.io. But that'll have to do it for this episode. And I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.